In a faraway land, nestled between two mighty mountains, lay a small village called Yukikaze. The villagers lived peacefully, tending to their rice fields and cherry blossom orchards. Their days were filled with laughter and the gentle hum of nature. One day, news of war reached the village. The neighboring kingdom had invaded their peaceful realm, seeking to claim the rich resources hidden in the mountains. The villagers were terrified, but they knew they had to protect their home. Hiroshi, a young farmer known for his quiet strength and wisdom, stepped forward. He volunteered to lead a group of villagers to the front lines, to fight for their land and their loved ones. His bravery inspired the villagers, and they bid him farewell with tears and prayers for his safe return. The journey to the battlefield was long and arduous. Hiroshi and his fellow villagers, now soldiers, faced harsh weather, treacherous terrain, and the constant fear of enemy ambushes, but they persevered, driven by their love for Yukikaze and the promise of peace they carried in their hearts. When they finally reached the battlefield, they found a scene of utter devastation. The once beautiful landscape was now scarred by war machines, the air thick with smoke and the scent of death. Hiroshi's heart ached at the sight, but he knew they had to push forward. The villagers from Yukikaze, now seasoned warriors, fought bravely alongside their kingdom's army. They defended their land with fierce determination, but the cost was high. Each day, more and more of their friends and loved ones fell to the enemy's blades. Despite their losses, the villagers refused to give up. They fought for each other, for their village, and for the peace they once knew. And finally, after many long months of bloodshed and tears, the war ended. The invading army retreated, and the people of Yukikaze could return to their beloved village. But as they made their way home, their hearts heavy with grief and pride, Hiroshi noticed something that made his heart ache even more. Among the ruins of the battlefield, there were small signs of life struggling to survive. Fragile flowers pushed through the scorched earth, and a lone bird sang a mournful tune amidst the destruction. Hiroshi realized then that even in the midst of war, when all seems lost, life still clings to hope. The silent screams of the forgotten battlefield were not only cries of pain and loss, but also desperate pleas for peace and the chance to heal. When they finally returned to Yukikaze, the villagers were greeted as heroes. Their loved ones embraced them, tears of joy and relief streaming down their faces. But Hiroshi knew that their true victory lay not in the enemy they had defeated, but in the hope they had fought to protect. As the villagers rebuilt their homes and fields, they never forgot the lesson they had learned on the battlefield. They cherished each moment of peace, each laugh shared between friends, and the gentle whispers of the wind through the cherry blossom trees. And as for Hiroshi, he continued to tend to his rice fields and watch over his village. But now, whenever he heard the wind whisper through the ruins of war, he would close his eyes and remember the silent screams of the forgotten battlefield, a reminder of the true cost of war and the precious gift of peace. The moral of this story is that even in the darkest of times, when war and destruction seem to consume everything we hold dear, there is always hope. Life clings to the smallest of chances, and it is our duty to protect and nurture that hope, so that future generations may know the gift of peace we so often take for granted.